Hello everybody, I'm Conquering History Games and welcome to progress report number, which one is this one? 130 for Kaiserreich, where we're going to be taking a look at the advisor rework, so that we could learn about how Kaiserreich's advisor system is going to have changed. And sorry for not signing off in my last video. I think I forgot to do that, but I already recorded it, so whatever. Let's just jump right into it. Audiobook format, because people have been enjoying that. In 3, 2, 1. For those of you that are unaware, Kaiserreich has been in development since 2005, spanning over several Paradox games. The mod was first created for Hearts of Iron 2, with development later shifting over to Darkest Hour. Some of the concepts and systems we currently use have been present in some form since the beginning, and since then have either been refined or removed with the addition of new features. Outside of there being 10 distinct ideologies, one of the first things a player of Vanilla Hearts of Iron 4 will notice in Kaiserreich is that you have a unique preset cabinet of 4 historical figures to lead your government, with the military command being represented by selectable chiefs of staff, army, navy, and air force. This will no longer be the case. Kaiserreich is now fully adopting the base game advisor system. You will be able to appoint 3 selectable political advisors, a theorist, individual chiefs of army, chiefs of navy, and chiefs of air force, and also 3 other members of the military high command as are present in Vanilla Hearts of Iron 4. Each of these positions are selectable by the player with potential dependencies based on ideology, national focus completion, or events, potentially determining the availability of specific advisors, their costs, and their traits. What is being changed from Vanilla, however, is the addition of one further advisor, the second in command. This will be a specific advisor slot. Its holder locked in place depending on your ideology or other factors, and serves to replace the former head of government position from the old minister system. This slot may represent the Prime Minister in monarchies like Canada, or the German Empire, or the Deputy Chairman in the likes of the Union of Britain. In countries like the United States, where the actual second-in-command, the Vice President, has limited power themselves, the slot may be taken up by something more abstract, to represent those who work alongside the President, while still being somewhat independent of them. So, why are we doing this rework? When work started on Kaiserreich for Hearts of Iron 4 in 2016, there was a lot of content that was directly ported over from the previous iteration, Darkest Hour. It was popular at the time and seemingly worked well on Hearts of Iron 4's engine, so why not keep the content that could be salvaged? This directly ported content included aspects of the old minister system. Originally, the Kaiserreich Hearts of Iron 4 minister system was set up in a way whereby the player could choose their ministers depending on ideology, much like Vanilla Hearts of Iron 4. However, the behind-the-scenes code was discovered to cause a significant performance burden, as every in-game day, the engine would compute every country in the game trying to hire the ministers of every other country, regardless of the impossibility. Eventually, we ended up having to lock all ministers in their position to stop this from happening as it is currently. This all changed with the release of No Step Back. Paradox completely reconfigured how individual characters, be they leaders, generals, admirals, or advisors, are handled in the code, negating much of the previous performance concern for selectable advisors. Kaiserreich Beta 0.20 Railway of Liberty implemented most of this character system for heads of state, generals, and admirals. But since the release of No Step Back, the team has been working continuously to update all existing countries to have usable advisors. Political advisors could represent cabinet members of the government, but are also potentially industrialists, scientists, academics, ideologues, clergymen, newspaper moguls, basically any sort of person or group that are influencing the government of the day. There are over 75 different generic traits that political advisors may hold that we have created, with the trait effects completely reworked, though you may find some similar names from some of the old minister traits. As well as generic traits, certain countries may have unique traits for some noteworthy political advisors. Former mechanics involving cabinet ministers have been reworked to take political advisors into account, such as the position of the British Prime Minister of Canada or the Land Marshal of the United Baltic Duchy. Second-in-commands have their own more powerful versions of the political advisor traits, or indeed may also have their own unique traits. Military advisors, that being chiefs of Army, Navy, and Air Force in the military high command, largely follow the vanilla traits with a few minor tweaks, and the roles are also dynamic as they are in vanilla. where your commanders may be given a military advisor role, should they meet certain criteria. For the most part, most characters can only hold a single advisor role at a time. So, for instance, if you have a character who can be both the head of army and on the military high command, then you'll need to decide where they will benefit you more. Our aim has been that converting Kaiserreich to this new system will make the game more engaging, as the player will have to choose which advisors to prioritize, and as advisor traits are more powerful than the existing minister traits, their presence will have more impact on gameplay and allow greater choice and customization. But as well as this, the inclusion of the advisor system allows us yet another avenue to bring historical personalities to life in a different context and setting to our timeline, and to expand on the portrayal of what kind of figures would be associated with the various ruling regimes in-game. We have been working hard to implement this system into existing content, which we hope will add even more replayability to these, and to, as of yet unreleased, countries in the future. Please note that all images above are work in progress, and graphics and values may not reflect the final result. However, while we still have no release date, they do now, we would like to announce that the advisory Rework will be included in the next release of Kaiserreich. Stay tuned for more updates. So, let's just take a peek at some of the stuff that they showed us before. So we have here, for example, the Dutch second-in-command, the Polish second-in-command. This is the Combined Syndicates of America's political advisors. The Belgian political advisors, the Greek political advisors, the Japanese political advisors, the American Chiefs of Navy. This is the combined pool, which will get split among the factions when the Second American Civil War starts. So that's why you got like Smedley next to Patton there. The United States of America Chiefs of Air Force, the Polish Military High Command, the exiled French Military High Command, the Brazilian Military High Command, Japanese theorists, and finally German theorists. German theorists? Is that a JoJo reference? But there you go. That's just in brief what the new advisor rework was. Hope that was helpful. I'm Conquering History Games. Subscribe if you haven't already, and if you really want to support the channel, we got memberships open down below. Be sure to click that button. Exclusive membership streams every Sunday at minimum. I'll see you in the next one.